This video has been so long in coming. I cannot tell you how long I waited to try the wig on my head. This is Wille ESPRIT. I have wanted to try this wig for so very long. She is everything that I had hoped that she would be. I happen to have her in two colors. The one on my head, I have actually been wearing some. So not only can I give you a review and show you one fresh out of the box, but I can give you my impressions of how she wears, and we're going to learn about these two colors. So if you want a regular synthetic wig, very, very low density, no poof, no Permatease, very natural throw and go with a mostly hand-tied cap, then this video, my friend, is for you. My name is Denise. I'm also known as heywigsister on Instagram and Facebook, and I am here on behalf of 𝖺Kwell to bring you this review of Wille ESPRIT. I could not be more excited, and when I got this one, I knew right away that I was going to be able to wear one before I could get to making this review. Between 2 knee replacements in 4 months and all the things going on with the holidays, I just couldn't get to this review until now, but it was totally worth the wait. Now, 𝖺Kwell is an online retailer that also has some in-person wig shops. What I love about 𝖺Kwell is they give you so many options for shopping. They have a UK online store. They have a Canadian online store. They have one in the US. They have multiple locations in Canada that you can visit and try on wigs and buy in person. They have one in the United States in Kansas City, one opening in the Dallas area, I think soon. I actually don't know the date, but I know it was supposed to be in the spring. They do live sales every single week. So they have a live show where Amanda shows tons of wigs with huge discounts, and they do giveaways, and they have coupon codes. And they have a name your own price option, so you could actually name your own price and see if maybe you can get a wig even cheaper than the general coupon codes that are out there. I can save you money. I have a coupon code, which is in the description box below, and I'll put a link to this wig as well and any other information that I think might be helpful, like my new wig wearers series in case you're new to wigs. So definitely check out the description box below, and please, please, give this video a thumbs up if you find wig reviews helpful, because you know what that does? It tells YouTube that I'm putting out valuable content, which will allow our fellow wig sisters to potentially find my videos. I do tons of teaching videos and tip videos, and I don't just review wigs. I actually teach you how to be successful with your wigs. So let's help the world find my videos. And if you would leave a comment, it's so encouraging to me, and I would really appreciate it. Also, let's hit that subscribe button. That would also make me really happy. All right, enough with the intros. Let's take a look at ESPRIT all the way around. I always feel so discombobulated when I review wigs up here because normally I do them in my office. And my office is a disaster. I am, 4 weeks out from my second knee replacement, and my office is neglected. So bear with me while I'm in a new environment. Now, I did mention in the beginning that ESPRIT is made with regular synthetic fiber. You know, it seems to me that the majority of wigs being launched in the past 6 months or so are heat-friendly. And don't get me wrong, I love heat-friendly. They're actually my favorite. But I know that a lot of you prefer I don't know about a lot, but some of you, I hear from you, prefer regular synthetic. And so I'm really excited to be able to show you a really awesome regular synthetic fiber wig. So this is inside the cap. This is a really premium cap. So we've got a left hand monofilament part. So it's parting on the left, going over to the right. But because of this construction and because this is hand tied, even though it's not monofilament, you could part it over to the right if you wanted to. We have got an extended lace front. We've got hand tied all the way over the top. There's just a little bit of closed wefting in the back and an extended nape with Velcro adjusters. So when wigs come with a left-hand part, it really leaves out those of us who part on the right-hand side, which can be really frustrating. So I just want to show you, you can get away with parting it. It's not as quite as natural of a part line because it's not monofilament, but you can absolutely do that. And a little trick that I actually don't have a video on, but I need to make just a short little video showing it, is to use scar tape on the part. So just the silicone scar tape that you can get at Walgreens or CVS or on Amazon, and you put it on wherever you're going to part it, and it creates a little bit of barrier so it looks more natural, and that can help a lot too. So highly recommend, if you struggle with parts, maybe you can see your bio hair through the part line, maybe you can see your wig cap through the part line, try a little scar tape. It can work really well. It can be tricky for placement so you don't see it up here, but it works like a charm. Now, let's talk a little bit about fit. Wille is a brand that is known for running average petite, so smaller than your typical major name brand wig. I think this wig is running more closer, I should say, to average than a lot of the Wille wigs that I've tried. I have to cinch this one in order to fit it comfortably, and I am actually getting some extra cap. Not a lot, but I am getting some. And for me, normally where I find Wille to run small is this over the top section. A lot of the times I do have to cinch my Wille wigs in. I have a 21.5 circumference, but I don't get the extra cap up here usually. I am on this one. So I do think this is running closer to average. I am getting a good amount of stretch here. It isn't as stretchy up here. This hand-tied cap does not have a lot of give. It's a little, but it isn't as stretchy as usual. But the trade-off is I'm getting more of it. So I would say if you are more average, but maybe a little on the smaller side of average, you might be able to wear this one. All my measurements are in the description box below. You can be a little bit bigger than me on all of your measurements and still be able to fit this. So might be worth a try. I threw on the Bernstein Rooted one. What I have been wearing up until now in this video was the Mocha lighted color, and I've got the Bernstein Rooted on now. Something to keep in mind, I have been wearing this one. I have used dry shampoo on this one because I wanted to get a little texture to it, a little grip, and I wanted a little more volume than she comes out of the box. You might be noticing this one seems flatter. It seems like the wave pattern is less, and that is because I added a little oomph with dry shampoo. Dry shampoo can be great for tamping down shine on a synthetic. So if you have a synthetic wig that you think is a little shiny, dry shampoo really can help. They're not all created equal. It can take multiple applications. So if you've tried it in the past and said, well, that didn't work for me, either try another type or try it again. But it can also give your wig a little grip, a little texture, and it can help give a little bit of volume where there isn't any. Not a lot, but it can help a little. And this wig has no volume. This is a very, very low density piece with no Permatease at all. So between the low density and the no Permatease, this is really flat, which actually is great for the new wig wearer who maybe has been losing her hair for some time because you're not used to having a lot of hair. So when wigs all feel wiggy because they all feel like too much, it is a hurdle that many of us have to get over. And I would say start with the lowest density, flattest wig you can find. And I mean, this qualifies, absolutely qualifies. I would also point out Wille wigs. The lace on the Wille brand often show up on my skin tone. So while the lace front on these is incredible, sometimes the lace is visible. I can see it sort of right there. That probably won't happen to you. It may not happen to you. And if it does, what I do is I take a pinking shears and I just trim a scalloped edge into that lace, and that fixes the issue almost 100% of the time. I have a video showing how to do that. So if you struggle with lace being visible, that would be my number one suggestion before you try makeup or anything like that. Try cutting a scalloped edge. I recommend the pinking shears that have a rounded scallop versus a pointed scallop. I just think it makes the lace a little bit more comfortable, a little less sharp. So just a tip. To summarize, before we talk about color, I mean, what can I say? This wig is everything I'd hoped it would be. The epitome of a throw and go. Throw it on your head, walk out the door. Now, it wasn't 100% throw and go for me because I did use a little dry shampoo. So, okay, But you may not need to do that. And it took me 2 seconds. If you want a wig that you can wear just about anywhere, you don't have to worry about the wind blowing it, because where it really matters, it's hand tied. If you want something that is going to be super flat, low profile, low density, really, really, really natural, this is the wig, because you can just throw this on your head and go anywhere. It's not fancy hair. So maybe you wouldn't wear this to a wedding or a fancy event, but you might. We're all different and we all have different tastes. And like I said, this has become super popular, and for a reason. I think it's a great beginner wig as well. And if you can snag her with a coupon, which I've got one in the description box, you can save some money. She's a little more expensive because she is mostly hand tied. And as brands go, Ellen Wille is one of the more expensive brands, but they're great wigs. The cap construction is just absolutely chef's kiss. So I give this a enthusiastic 2 thumbs up. I really do. All right, let's talk about the colors on these pieces so I can let you go. All right, let's start out with the Bernstein Rooted. It is a rooted color, and I would consider this one of those blondish colors because we've got both brunette and blonde. The code is 12.26.19. One thing that you should be aware of with Ellen Wille, they recycle the names but use different color blends, which I've never really fully understood. So you may have a Bernstein Rooted in another wig with a different color blend, which makes me really happy they use the codes, so at least you'll know. So we have got a light brown base, that's the 12, that is the lightest brown on the color scale. We've got a 26 highlight, which is a golden blonde, for sure golden. This is very, very golden overall in tone. And then there's also a 19 in there, which is a blended color. And so there is the tiniest little bit of ashiness on an undertone, but overall this is a very warm color, visible highlights, a little bit of an auburn tinge, there is absolutely some auburnish, some reddish tone to this one. It's very, very warm. And that root is excellent. It is a root, but it's very subtle. It blends beautifully with the auburn tone. It's a warm root. There's no line of demarcation. It does not look like grow out at all. It's a beautiful color. If you like your bronze, which are a blend of brown and blonde, so it's not really a brown, it's not really a blonde, and you like them golden, warm and golden with a little bit of reddish to them, Bernstein Rooted could be the color for you. As opposed to the Mocha Lighted, this one does not have a root. So where I've got the Bernstein Rooted, this is the Mocha Lighted. Much more blonde, much more golden. Mocha Lighted is more of your auburn. We've got a 12.830.20. So that base is the same with a 12. So it's a base of a light brown, but the 830, that's the auburn. That's the reddish. And then we have a 20, which is another blended color, which is a blonde. And we definitely have what I like to call money pieces. Well, I don't just call them that. That's a known term in the hair industry. Money pieces, which is basically a thicker highlight at the very, very front right here. Can you see that? That is a money piece. There is no discernible root on this one. And I think the lighted probably stands, the reason why you see Mocha Lighted as opposed to just Mocha is that money piece on there. There's a Mocha Rooted out there in the Ellen Wille world, and it's not the same. So this one would be, if you want, this is leaning more light brown, light auburn. So whereas the Bernstein had more blonde in it, this isn't leaning blonde. It's more of a light brown, reddish, light auburn. And aside from this money piece, it's not like a super heavily highlighted piece. I am standing in a window, natural light. I have no artificial light on me at all. And I'm also not going to go outside because I am in natural light. When I do this in my studio, it's all studio lighting. You are getting natural light on these today. It's such a great wig, you guys. If you have it, I'd love to hear. I'd love to hear your thoughts, even if they're not the same as mine, because we're all different and we need to give our Wig sisters the very best advice we can give them, the truth, the best information so they can make good decisions. Thanks for watching, you guys. Do not forget about 𝗇𝗒𝖺. They are wonderful. They make what I do possible. I could not do this without their help. I simply couldn't. So show them some love. See you guys soon. Hey friends, thanks so much for watching. Here are a few videos I think you might enjoy. Go ahead and click on one and watch.